not huge jumps. So
Hmm.
my opinion is if we stay in the low fours or high threes, that's still good. People are still going to buy.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
You guys gotta bear with me. Hold on. I'm accommodating my. No, don't go live yet.
We are already live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube and we are live starting the webinar. So Yami, come back.
Well, I have to embrace the camera.
You cannot pause it anymore. But that's what makes it unique, you know, it makes it very authentic. It makes it very authentic and very unique. We are not staging anything. We are who we are, and here we are, honest and transparent as we can be, with or without the makeup and with or without the absolutely perfect view. So I would like to welcome everyone to our virtual tour of this beautiful home on Sarazen Court in Yorba Linda. And I would like to introduce my guests here today. With us is, I will start with the ladies, Yami Martinez. She's a realtor in Laguna Niguel in Orange County, California. She's also a founding member or a co-organizer for Real Estate Pros Without Borders group. Hi, Yami.
Hello, I'm delighted to be with everyone. So happy to see everyone. Welcome.
And with us as well is Jay Ramos Co. She's a realtor at HomeSmart of a Green Realty in Irvine, California. Hi, Jay.
Hello.
Happy to see you with us. And our special guest is from the mortgage industry, Mr. Frank Fuentes. He is the VP at New American Funding.
Hey, everyone.
Frank, we're delighted to see you here.
Happy to be here. Excited to share. Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
So today we will be touring a beautiful house, which is my new listing at 18692 Sarazen Court in Yorba Linda, California. It is a 4,100 square feet home. It has 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. And it's the best thing about this house. It's sitting on a prime lot with a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous views, unobstructed panoramic views. So what I would like to do to begin with is playing a video where you can see as an overview of what this house has to offer.
Let's see it.
Let's see the beautiful video.
Okay, and I'm seeing ourselves. Okay, give me 1 second and I will play it. While I am doing this, I would like to ask Frank, if you can brief us into what's happening today with financing.
Sure. Thank you for that. So the buzz right now is rates are starting to climb upward. Like we were mentioning earlier, thank God, not in big jumps, but they are starting to go in the upward direction. So for any buyers that are on the fence, thinking about, should I do it? Should I wait? I mean, really now is the time to really jump in and lock in a rate because some of the lowest rates we saw were actually last year. Last year, 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, that's where we hit rock bottom interest rates. In the beginning of this year, they have been trending upward and we really haven't seen them come down. Today was an important report that came out, which was the CPI index, which basically talks about inflation, and there are inflationary pressures on the economy, therefore resulting in higher rates. Now, it's nothing drastic to be alarmed about, but they are pushing upward. 1/8 of a percentage here, 1/4 of a percentage there, but every day we're seeing it in our rates, slight movement upwards. And this is across
definitely something to watch for, especially for those buyers who were betting on those low rates.
Absolutely.
Which was allowing them a little bit, somewhat stretching their purchasing powers.
Right.
this is the time.
Now-
Okay, let me give it another try. I think it should work now.
There we go.
What a gorgeous property, Alicia. That is a beauty.
Thank
And
you.
yes, it is a beautiful property. And what I love the most of that property is the amazing views. Because a lot of people tell me, especially when they move from other states that are flat, they said, I'm not moving to California if I cannot have a view. And this property offers you views from the upstairs, from the downstairs, from every area. Tell us a little bit about the views.
So about the views, on the first floor, you have most of what you will be seeing will be from the family room and from the kitchen, and then standing right now looking at this view out there. I will grab my mobile device to show you the visuals, but the best part is you can be sitting up outside on the patio, and you have a pool here, and you can see from east to west the Orange County Valley. You can see the part of the rolling hills and the mountains. You, on a clear day, you can see Catalina Island from here. And I cannot say with the scientific precise location determination that you can see downtown LA, but what I think I'm seeing here on a clear day is Los Angeles as well. So let me go grab my mobile device while you ladies and gentlemen can talk a little bit, and I will start showing what you can see from the first floor. Then I will come back to you here, and we will continue on the second floor, where basically you would see, you would have a view from any single, almost any single window in the house. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back with you.
And what I love about this house, Frank and Jay, is that although it was built in 2009, property has no metal roofs. So it just,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
yes.
One of the things I love about that property specifically is the location and the lot. I notice it's at the end of the cul-de-sac, pie-shaped lot. I mean, I'm not a realtor or real estate professional, but I think I know from experience that the pie-shaped lot at the end of the cul-de-sac is one of the most desirable lots in a community. So if one of you ladies can touch on that or elaborate, that would be great.
Yes, it is beautiful. Also, there's no HOA. Oh, it's going to show us that gorgeous, yes, because you can really have two pools. It has space for two pools.
Nice.
Mhm. And let's see where she's going to show us the cul-de-sac, I believe, because it is desirable for us. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Of course, it's the
You're cutting off. But this is the
front
yard.
courtyard.
Yes.
This
And
is the courtyard. This is the front door. And we will go into the backyard. Now, as we are walking there, I just wanted to point out this lot has everything. It has grassy, lawn, a pretty large area out here.
Wow, that's a
Where
big
you
backyard. Is that like a side
This is a side
yard?
yard.
Like a side yard, okay.
This is a side yard. And this is the backyard. So here we are with the pool.
Nice.
This is the windows of the family room. And here we have the views. Basically, as I said, yeah, you see some rooftops, but
It is understandable being on the
if it's
first floor.
capturing, I hope that it's capturing, because this is, of course, not a professional camera. But this is what you see from your backyard.
the views really literally are breathtaking, because when the winds blow, it's just like, wow. It's really nice and breezy. Just imagine sitting there and then just hanging out with your friends. And it's very spacious, a place for grass, like in the pool, and still have a big area for entertaining.
What's the lot size? It seems like it's
So
at
the
least,
lots,
yeah.
it's about 11,000 square feet.
I was gonna say it looks like at least 10,000. So 11,000. That's huge.
It is.
It is
Yeah.
huge for us here. Now behind these bushes, guess what's hiding there? It's the pool equipment. So you don't hear and you don't see it. And this little item right there is the dry infrared sauna. And we have a spa and the pool. And I will disappear again for just one moment to go upstairs and show you the view from the upstairs.
Great. And okay.
And since she was showing us the pool, just to mention as well, the pool is actually has solar heating. So that saves on your costs as well.
Yes, it's great. Not have to worry about paying that extra on the bill.
Mhm. And the dry sauna.
Yes.
That's a nice feature right there, that dry sauna.
Yes.
Is that a saltwater pool or chlorine? Do we know?
It's not salt water.
It's not saltwater.
No, unfortunately, it's not salt water. It's just regular
Okay.
chlorine.
But you do have the infrared sauna, which is really,
That's awesome.
yes, it's really good, healthy for us. And the location of Yorba Linda is only like 37 miles or so from downtown Los Angeles. So it is a great location.
It is. It is.
And I don't know if you've driven, but I just love that when you drive around, you see all the white wooded fences. You feel like you are in the country, but then you are so close to the major city. It's a beautiful, beautiful location.
Exactly. Lots of horse properties in Yorba Linda area. Although this is not specifically a horse property, on the drive, like you've mentioned, it does have all those horse trails, which is nice. It has a really nice touch to it. And one thing that's really nice about this, as you have mentioned earlier, there's no HOA fee and there's no Melrose. All you have is just a special assessment fee yearly of just under $1,000. So that's really considerable.
That's really nice.
Back there. Look at that view.
So this is what you see from the balcony of the master bedroom.
Mhm.
And just imagine somewhere in that direction would be Disneyland fireworks. And I just heard that they are back.
Yes, they
I
are.
haven't seen them yet, but they are back.
Nice.
I just saw them over the weekend. I was actually having dinner at Orange Hill Restaurant. I don't know if you guys know where
Ooh,
that's at, in Orange. And
uh-huh.
yeah, beautiful fireworks.
So this is the view that we see from the master balcony. And I would say that Los Angeles should be somewhere in that direction. Again, I cannot say precisely, but that's what I think it is.
Awesome. And the
Okay,
map-
let's walk inside. Let me show you the master since we're here.
Perfect.
So it has tray ceiling out there. It's very bright. It's a
Mhm.
large room. And the owners are joking about this piece of wall decor. They're calling it their own earthquake security system because in the earthquakes, it does make noise. But this is what you see when you wake up. You wake up to the sounds of the birds chirping, and you see this beautiful, absolutely beautiful view. And the master bath, let's open the doors. This is marble flooring. You have a view from your bathtub.
That
We
has
have,
by the way. It's not just a tub, it actually has jets, so you can get that nice little massaging action while relaxing in that beautiful tub
Nice.
and watching your view of the night skyline.
thank you, Jay. Thank you. Yes, we have his and her sinks,
Nice.
and we have a shower, all tiled with natural stone, really spacious. And let me open the doors for the closet. So master closet is all custom made. This cabinetry is done by the same company that did the office furniture, and we will walk there in a minute.
May I ask what kind of wood that is made of?
You caught me off guard. I'm not sure what kind of wood this is.
Okay.
I know that the downstairs is made with beech, I believe, and is covered with a some sort of a very special finish.
But it's just beautiful. So if you have those fancy leather exotic bags or shoes, that's a perfect place with that in
They
place.
would go right there. Yes. Okay, let's go back. Another special feature about this area is the bidet seat, which is just automated to the point it opens itself by itself on its own. And we were joking about, you know, last year being a very difficult year.
Mhm.
These things come handy. So here we are outside of the master bedroom, and this is a pretty spacious loft.
I love that wrought iron work. It's beautiful.
It's
Yes.
absolutely beautiful. They did not leave any detail behind when they were building this house. And when I mentioned the view, even from these windows, I'm not sure if you are seeing it. You might not be able to see anything in the window, but you can see the mountains.
Mhm.
You can see the
Beautiful.
mountains here.
Beautiful.
Here is the secondary bedroom. One of the two secondary bedrooms on the second floor,
Look at
also with a view, with its own full bathroom and with a walk-in closet.
I believe, are all the bedrooms, do they have their own bathroom, each bedroom, or?
Yes, each bedroom has its own bathroom, and each bedroom has its own walk-in closet. Walk-in closet.
Wow.
Another thing to note with that bedroom you just showed us, that was a full-size bed, and next to it is another full table. So that was
Yes.
really spacious, as well as this one. It's another full size. I believe this is a queen size bed, correct?
I
Size.
think the full. I don't think it's a
But
queen.
still, you have a space for a queen.
Yes.
Yes, there is plenty of space here, and I think I forgot to open a couple of windows. But here's another neat thing. There are two balconies on the second floor. So the one we are looking at is from a secondary bedroom. And again, we have a view. Yes, we do see the homes across the street in the cul-de-sac, but we also see a partial of Black Gold Golf Club, and we see a part of the mountains.
So that's beautiful. So there is a balcony of the master and of on the back, so with beautiful views, and one of the front that has the view. So one faces the city and Carolina Island, which of the master, and this one is just the mountains. Very nice.
Yes, yes. Now another special, this one also has a full bath, as I said. Each bedroom has its own full bath. One special feature that you would barely see anywhere else, if ever, is the speakers in every bathroom. So each bathroom is equipped with the speakers. And when I asked why they put it there, the answer was they have a large family. And they like waking up their kids to the sounds of music, not to the sounds of the alarm clock.
That's awesome.
The house was built in 2009. Today, we can just tell Alexa or Siri to turn on the music. Back in 2009, it wasn't that readily available. So they put speakers and the surround sound speakers in every bathroom and in the garage. And another thing is, which is like a parenting know-how, or parents know-how, you know, kids cannot turn off this alarm clock that's playing from the ceiling.
That's
They
smart.
cannot. They have to go downstairs and
You're
get
forced
their
to take it.
breakfast and start their day.
Nice.
So this one also has a walk-in closet. And let's go to the laundry room. We will make a quick stop here. So even from the laundry room, if you're not short like me, you will have a beautiful view.
That's very nice.
And these are our washer and dryer. And with this, I'm gonna turn off my camera to go downstairs.
Perfect. And the wrought iron goes all the way downstairs. Look at that. So
It
then
goes all the way downstairs. It is an open floor plan. You can see your living room from here.
perfect. Oh yeah,
You
that's
can
beautiful.
see partial of your dining room. So let me turn it off and I'll meet you downstairs.
Okay, sounds good. Beautiful finishes. That house has beautiful finishes. I would like us to tell us a little bit about the built-ins that the property has, because they're just gorgeous.
Yes, and it's really nice having your own bathroom as soon as you wake up, or if you need to in the middle of the night, not having to share it with someone else. So that's nice.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And now I am in the office. Again, we have a nice view of the lawn, of our own lawn from the office. And these are the beautiful built-ins with this custom finish.
Yes, those are gorgeous.
And I actually saw when it was being built. I was representing the sellers when they were purchasing this house. And later on, when all these additions were done, I was fortunate to see part of the process. Here we are looking at our dining room. Again, wrought iron. And the flooring, I just want to point out the flooring. If you notice, this is all custom flooring. And the wood floors as well.
What type of stone is that, Alicia?
That's a good question. I know that part of the flooring was marble. This, I believe, is not. I think it's travertine. I think it's the,
Oh, it's very
yeah.
nice.
It looks so beautiful. It's they really have
And-
attention.
And then it's got glass inlays, or is that?
It is not glass, but yes, it is mosaics.
Oh,
And I
very
think
nice.
it's the same material, just a different color. But this pattern goes throughout the whole first floor. We have very consistent hardwood flooring in family room and consistent tiles in the rest of the first floor. We also have a carpet in the bedroom, so let me take you there.
Nice. I love the color of that flooring, that whatever is marble or travertine, it's the color is neutral, and that's pretty much for life. That color can stand the test. It's not trendy, so whether it's now or 50 years from now, it will still look beautiful.
Exactly.
You go with everything that you add to the property. So
Yes, it's classic.
yeah.
Yes, I agree. I agree. So right now, colors that are in trend are a little bit different from beige, but they're basically timeless because they come and go. But throughout the years, we see a lot of beige overall.
Oh,
Now, this is a secondary bedroom on the first floor. Again, large enough. And I believe this, so you know what, maybe Jay, you were right. Maybe it's a queen size.
I think that is a queen size. And so what's nice about this guest suite is that like all the other rooms, it has its own walk-in closet, its own bathroom, but then you still have that privacy. As you can see, it's part of the house, but you're still somewhat separated. It has its own area. So I like that part about this guest suite.
Yes. Yes. And again, a full bathroom with a, well, this one is a shower. It's made as a shower, but it's a full size. With a niche over there. And I believe this is the only room that has a ceiling fan. You don't really need that, I believe, in this house. First of all, there is a very, very good flow of air here, but it also has a dual AC, and it has a portable thermostat, which allows you to use central AC in only one room at a time. So you will run it as a central, you will get air from your air vents, but you will not be running the whole house. Did I say the wrong word again?
No.
Yes.
I did, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Frank, there's a perfect spot for you to sing.
Oh, yes.
Here, see?
Yes.
And how tall those ceilings are, high ceilings.
Yeah, the acoustics must be amazing in that room.
It is. So perfect place for you to sing there.
So
I mean,
maybe,
Yes, and entertain your guests.
There you go.
so whoever buys
Now
it,
this
especially all of my realtor friends.
yes.
we love it. Realtors love it. So here's your half bathroom for the guests who come
Powder
to
room,
visit you.
yes.
I don't know why the light decided to turn off when I just walked in. It just turned on back. This house is a smart house. Let me show you the garage, and then we will talk a little bit about smartness of this house.
Oh yes, the garage has epoxy flooring, which I like. And it's a 3-car garage.
Mm-hmm. And then under the stairs as well is a really spacious storage area. But this is a 2-car garage.
3-car garage. So we have 2 tandem. It's well organized.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the space for the 3rd car that is currently being used as a gym. Don't we know the drill? Year 2020 taught us to build gyms in our garages.
But look at that floor, the garage floor. It's epoxy, is that correct?
It is epoxy.
Oh, very nice.
Look, there is not even a single spot on it.
It was
Well,
very clean when I went in.
Fabulous.
Yes.
that's very important.
Another neat feature,
Sorry,
another neat feature about this house is that it is equipped with its own fire sprinkler riser. As we know, fires have been a California curse in the past several years, but this builder had the homes that they were building prepared. Okay, I'm gonna turn off
And,
again.
yes, so Alessia, we just saw the epoxy flooring, which was super, super, super clean. Well, this is the current owner's second home. So the property was built in 2009, and since it hasn't been lived in for a long time, it's their second home. So the property shows really nice. It's really well taken care of.
Immaculate. Yep.
Certainly.
So nice. We do need to have a nice celebration there.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah, I love that view. So that's from the kitchen sink, right?
Correct.
We look at the pool. Yes, nice view. Mhm.
So you can, if you're in the kitchen, you can still watch people, making sure they're all good. But this right here, there, that's my favorite part. One of my favorite parts. That griddle, all those pancakes and sausages right there.
Oh, okay.
It's all right there, ready for you. And the other one, Alessia, can you show the other one, please? My other favorite feature, the blues. A little bit down. There you go. There you go. This one. I love these ovens.
Yes, yes, yes.
Can you tell me why it's blue, Alessia? Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Alessia? We can't hear you, Alessia.
She's on mute.
There you
I
go.
will have to come back, otherwise we will have an echo effect.
Oh, got it.
So give me a second and then I will come back and talk about it. But we also have a heating drawer
Mm-hmm.
and the microwave here.
Mm-hmm.
And before I put away my iPad, I just wanted to show family room, the entertainment center. Again, the surround sound is here with the speakers. And this little touch screen pad where you can control basically the whole house from. With this, I'm going to put away my mobile device because otherwise it's going to be giving us a very heavy echo. And I will come back to you in a second.
So, oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask Frank.
Yes.
I know we kind of somewhat touched on this, but can you explain or talk about that new incentive they have for the first-time home buyers?
Actually, as far as I know, it hasn't kicked in yet. The last I heard, it was at the being processed as a bill. So I believe it should be being implemented hopefully here very, very soon, but it's not quite active yet. And from what I heard, it's still being kind of tweaked with some, unfortunately, restrictions for first-time buyers. So we're all anxiously awaiting all the details of that.
Okay, so we won't know if it's all types of first-time home buyers, or they have to have a certain type of.
Or if they're going to implement income levels, certain income levels. The last I heard was they were putting a cap of no more than 160% of the area median income. But again, that's still up for debate.
Wow.
Yeah. Good question.
How do you think that would affect then how, because right now market's really going crazy with all these buyers bidding way over asking price.
Yeah.
With this, if this does go through and everything's ironed out, how is this going to affect the market? Will it be crazier than how it is right now? Or
Well, I think it's going to be almost like a leveling factor, because I think my personal opinion is on one side of the coin you have rates going up.
Mhm.
So that's going to cause some buyers to unfortunately not qualify any longer. Or some people are just going to say, well, the payment's too high for me. For whatever reason, as the rates go up, it's going to weed out some buyers. With the tax credit in place, it's going to bring, I think, a new pool to replace the buyers that are going to possibly leave. So it's going to be almost like a balancing act. We're going to lose some buyers to higher rates, but we're going to gain some with the tax buyer credit. That's my opinion.
The balancing act always works. It works on this end or the other end. So the thing is, always be ready, because the right time to buy is right now. Is whenever
Be
you
informed. Be informed as to what's going on, and really try to be ahead of the curve. I mean, there's so much information out there right now, so much information that we get through different organizations such as yours. So just staying informed is more than half the battle. And working with professionals like yourselves.
Like yourself.
Yes.
Because it's very important. What they see a lot, especially when dealing with the first-time buyers, they heard something. They heard something from a friend of a friend, and they think that this is how things work. And it does not necessarily happen all the time. The world is not perfect in the eyes of everyone, from everyone's perspective. So it's always very important to talk to a professional, especially to a mortgage professional, because without the money, you cannot do anything.
Yeah, one thing that I will comment on, which is very important for anybody watching this, is that lending guidelines are starting to tighten up again. Okay, so that's an issue in the industry. So currently, there's a lot of internal initiatives with the Mortgage Bankers Association to not to oppose it, but to maybe ease up on it a little, because it is starting to impact a lot of first-time buyers. Okay, and what I mean by all of this is that, for example, automated approvals that we were getting in the middle of last year, okay, for marginal buyers, let's say with a 640 FICO score, 650 FICO score with little reserves. Last year at this time, we were getting the automated approvals. Today, that same borrower, we are not. Okay, so yes, so that's something to be very aware of, and talk to all of our buyers who are thinking of buying, to make sure that we prepare them for the home loan process. If they have collections or their credit cards are to the limit, prepare them as much as we can before we put them in escrow. Because again, lending guidelines are tightening up in this moment as we speak.
Since we are talking about lending industry, so what would you recommend to a buyer looking at making a purchase of this type and looking at this price range?
Sure.
What products out there are available for a prospective buyer?
Absolutely. So typically in this price range, we'll see buyers who are putting at least 20 to 30% down. On average, I think that's probably the national average on a jumbo transaction. Currently, those rates are like in the low threes. So even though earlier we were talking about rates trending upward, I mean, jumbo rates are still, for the most part, in the low threes. Okay. Now, besides the 20% down and the 30% down loan programs, there are programs still for jumbo that require as little as 10% down. Okay, so before this call, I actually had a call from from a buyer here in Newport Beach, similar property, $2.5 million transaction with only 10% down. And I quoted this gentleman a rate of in the low fours. Okay, so the low fours, 10% down, one loan, no PMI. So he was very happy with that structure. And that same scenario would apply to this property that we're viewing today.
May I ask a question? In this scenario, is the buyer qualified?
Your volume's a little low, Alicia.
Oh, I have to come closer to my
Much
computer. So in this specific scenario, would the buyer be qualified based on their tax returns or bank statements, or how does that play out?
Yes. So with 10% down, anything with 10, 15% down, even 20% down is going to require 2 years worth of tax returns and what we call in the industry full documentation. So for this specific property, if we have for example, a self-employed borrower who possibly may not qualify with tax returns, if they can put 25% down, they can qualify on what we call a bank statement program. In the bank statement program, we're qualifying the individual based on their monthly deposits. So no tax returns. All we're showing are 12 months worth of bank statements and then taking an average of the monthly bank statements, and that's what we use as income. Okay, so that's perfect for self-employed borrowers who basically write off all their income, which is very, very common with entrepreneurs and self-employed borrowers.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you.
You're welcome.
For those that may not be familiar with it, what is full documentation as far as lending goes, specifically to California?
Sure. So full documentation is the traditional way of qualifying for a mortgage, which requires 2 years worth of tax returns for the most part, 2 years W-2s, pay stubs, and bank statements. So that's traditional full documentation.
Which it should not be very difficult.
And yeah, I wanted to go back to your question about the blue covering on the inside of the oven.
Oh, yes, because that's one of my favorites too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be energy efficient. It's higher end product. And that's what it is. And we saw that in a different house a couple of years ago when we were marketing a smart home in Lake Forest, which had the same type of product. So I promised I will touch a little bit on the smartness of this house and how the system works. So it is a system that was put in back in 2009 or 2010. So it's about 10, 11 years old. And with the technology moving forward, today you can find totally different products on the market. But the good thing is this house is completely prepared to have basically everything in the house automated. And when I say everything, we start with the front lock. If you're using a smart lock, that can be accommodated, and all the way to the lighting, to the controls of the sprinklers, to pool operations, to the security cameras, and your entertainment. So the system that is in place right now is hidden in that large, I don't think I will be able to show it with my computer, in that large
cabinet
in the corner of the family room. I will run and grab my iPad again just to show it, but it can be operated either manually or from your smart home or from the touch screen pad on the wall. And it's very convenient. I saw it in action first time back about 10 years ago when my clients were showing off from like turning on the AC from the car. And back then it was something like, wow, it's amazing. Today it's becoming a norm. Touching on the pandemic and the second year that we are living in, it comes very handy when you walk in the house, when you came from the outside world and you want to make sure you're not touching anything with your hands. It's very convenient when you can tell your phone, please turn on the lights, and it does it without touching anything while you're washing your hands and getting ready to walk into your house and not compromise the healthy environment that you are creating inside of your house. So that's on that system. And three things I would like to point out definitely about this house. It's absolutely beautiful views as you have seen, as much as my mobile device can allow you to see. Of course, you cannot replace it, and better to see it in person. And then home automation system, it's very, very important and very convenient. And the convenience of everything that's here, and the prime lot, the prime lot. So with this, ladies, I have a question for you. If you were to bring your buyers to this house, what would be something that you would point out for sure? What stands out the most for you? Yani?
Well, the views are obvious, so I'll make sure I'll show because they're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous views. The lot is also, everyone who comes in will see that gorgeous lot. Location, location, location. You have the cul-de-sac, so safe for children, for adults, for everyone. So that's the things that I will start out with is like coming in, see the cul-de-sac, come right in, see the lot, see the finishes are just exquisite. They're
Let me
super.
show you the finishes. While you are talking, I will start sharing my screen.
Yes, those finishes are so well done. Yes, beautiful. So those finishes are to die for. They're really, really good. And obviously the smartness of the home, I would emphasize very clear that this is a second home. Therefore, the property is like so well taken care of. It's not the primary home. It's not lived. Oh God, this is gorgeous. Oh, I love that view. And I love what Jay mentioned earlier, that the pool and the spa, they are on solar. So you don't have to. You can use them as much as you can, and you don't have to pay that additional um, monthly fee on those. Having an infrared sauna is so important because that gives us, it's healthy, really, it's pretty healthy. And having those oven efficient, because I do like to bake. So having the efficiency is a big plus. And there's so many, so many things. I love having each bedroom with a private bathroom and walk-in closet. Those are some of the things that come to mind. What else comes to you, Jay?
I think you mentioned everything already, Hammy. The only thing maybe I can add is fresh lemons in the morning. I don't think Alessia showed that, but when we were doing the open house last week, we actually picked the lemons to put in a vase to put on the counter, and it really added a beautiful touch. So just having fresh lemons while you're having chilling in the pool, or in the morning for your lemon drink in the morning. And as you were saying about the smart features, it's really convenient for those that may know. Turning on and off your AC or your heater several times in a day is actually costing you more money. And it's also not good for the equipment. So having that remote system, like let's say you're already by the 91 freeway and you're like, you know what, I'll be there in about so many minutes, at least you can turn it on. Or even when you're still at work or what have you, and you're on your way, just turning it on and controlling it accordingly. That way, not only are you saving money, but by the time you get into the home, it's already nice temperature for you, the perfect climate for you. And once again, like you mentioned about the oven, that was the first thing I noticed. It's like, oh, this oven, it's the blue. I call it the blue oven because the inside is blue. And Alessia and I, being green designated realtors, we were all about those green features. So I love that it was energy efficient. And the sauna, of course, you got to have that sauna for health and beauty benefits. as well as that tub, the jetted tub in the master suite, and that was really nice. So there you go.
Thank you, Jay. And Frank, you haven't been to the property, but you've seen pictures and you heard about it. What stands out the most for you?
So for me, what really stands out is location. To kind of dovetail on what Yami mentioned, for me, what's important is that Yorba Linda is pretty well centrally located, accessible to LA, accessible to Orange County. And I think, I mean, I'm not an expert in that market, but I think Yorba Linda is probably one of those markets where you're going to be able to get the most house and the most lot for the money. You're definitely not going to get that on the coast, or maybe even as you get closer to Los Angeles. So overall, great location and great value for square footage and lot size. And then the big plus are the views that come with the property and all of the high grade upgrades that have been done. So that's my take.
Thank you. Thank you, Frank. And while you were talking, I wanted to bring up your contact information on the screen.
Oh, excellent.
So any of our viewers, please, if you would like to have a personal consultation with Mr. Frank Fuentes, his phone number, his email are listed here. Please give him a call and see what he can do for you. I know he did a lot for my clients in the past, and it's a pleasure working with Frank.
Thank you, Alessia.
And with this, I think we are done, unless anyone has anything else to add.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. This is a beautiful home. So what an enjoyment to spend some time together and we see in this home. It's just a beauty. So thank you for the opportunity to be with all of you today.
Thank you.
Thanks all.
Thank you. And let's enjoy the rest of the day in beautiful, sunny Southern California.
Likewise. Likewise.
Yes.
Bye-bye.